Hey, brothers, what's going on? It's your boy, Shot G, Prestigious Pedigree. How you doing today? Listen, fellas, understand that the cost of living in the USA is very, very real. Very real. And to live abundantly here is a feat itself. Now, a lot of men are talking about minimalizing. A lot of men are talking about, escaping the territories of America and going to different places to live. My thing is this, dear brothers. While you're here, if you can master how to live here abundantly at a certain income level, you can live anywhere on the planet. Anywhere on the planet. Understand this, dear brothers, especially when it comes to the dating landscape, and I'm going to tie this into the cost of living and the future of the way this society is going economically. Brothers, you got to understand if you don't get you some motion and money and some investments about yourself, you already don't want to be paired with the culture of women that we have here in the US. A lot of you men are going to be forced to pair with them to survive because you don't have the income. Y'all talk 50-50, but understand the back end of that. A lot of you men do not want to be paired. We do not want to be paired with most of the women here because we see the generations before us, millennials. We see Gen X, we see baby boomers. Brothers, you need to learn how to be self sufficient on a high level for the sake of you and your bloodline. Because the cost of living is only going to keep going up, brother. It is what it is. Learn how to go and get new skills. Learn how, pardon me. Learn how to go out and get new skills, new opportunity. It's not just networking, brother. It's actually some things requires a certain amount of genuineness and not just on the business tip. Sometimes having real friends with real connections go further than just business connections. But most of the time, doing business, doing great business with somebody can have a great reputation and build a good chemistry amongst each other to the point where, you know what, you may not like that person in certain beliefs that they have, and they may not like yours, but y'all done good business with each other, and now you got a lifelong business partner. Brothers, the cost of living, debt, credit card debt, car debt, mortgage debt, student loan debt, consumer debt, period, dear brothers. You got to understand that if you don't seek a certain level of self sufficiency on your own merits, carving out your own path, you're going to get swallowed up by this economy as we keep going forward, especially for us Gen Z and millennials. There's a long way to go. There's so many years ahead of you in life. There's a lot of seasons and summers and winters before you reach your elderly years. You have to maximize your youth, brothers. You have to maximize your youth because it's going to price people out. It's going to price people out. And the last thing that you want is being paired with somebody for the sake of survival who you don't want to be with. And you got to deal with them because you can't survive on your own as a man. That's the last thing you want, dear brothers. That's the last thing you want. We know that a lot of generations, at least the past three, have been tricked or at least uninformed or misinformed or uneducated about student loans, about credit card debt, about auto loans debt, about different mortgage debts, and how to handle housing and how to handle apartments. A lot of us go through life just accumulating, and we don't know how to maintain these things. It's easy to run out here and go get your first car, your first house, but can you maintain it? It's easy to take your income that you make from your 40-hour week job, 50-hour week job, 60-hour week job, and just run out here and just buy things. Economically uneducated and misinformed and uninformed about the choices that you make and can cause serious repercussions down the line, dear brothers, if you're not educated on the current decision making that you're making. Understand, dear brothers, that you cannot change the federal government. You cannot change the private sectors. You cannot change the state. What you can do is carve out a path for yourself and your future. What you can do is have multiple streams of income. What you can do is play by your rules to win. And sometimes you have to conform within this system to get a certain outcome that's needed for your program. The plan is to exit the system or try to live outside of the system, but also being an asset to the system while the system has been an asset to you. But you want autonomy and sovereignty in a certain way from this rat race that you're in. Understand that there can be so many setbacks. Not having sexual discipline, not having dietary discipline, using your energy, your focus, your time to things that's very idle. There can be so many things that can set you back. The wrong woman, pregnancy, you can understand, wifing the wrong woman, not being able to utilize your energy, time, and attention for things that bring you fruitful results in life. You got to understand the times that we live in. The cost of living has to be recognized and respected. You do not want to be paired with nobody to survive. What you want as a man to have a level of sovereignty and a level of establishment about your life to where you can survive on your own as a man. If you can master living in the U.S. at a comfortable or above abundant level, brother, you can survive anywhere on the planet. So, respect the cost of living. Do not get down and stressed about it. We are men. We are hunters by nature. Study to pray. Study different sectors of the government. Study your niches and what careers you choose. Study to pray. Your career, that's pray. You want a better body? That's pray. Study your pray. Study where you want to live. Study the cultures of different places. Once you study your prey, go hunt. Go conquer. You eat what you know the word. Brothers, respect the cost of living. Don't get down about it. It's not set up for you to win. So create a plan to go win. And again, you do not, I repeat, you do not want to be paired with the current generation of women for the sake of survival, 50-50, your girlfriend and boyfriend. That's your wife. And you really in it because you can't survive in life by yourself as far as income wise. You don't want that, brothers. You want to have a certain level of sufficiency and autonomy from such things to the point where a girlfriend and wife is optional. You definitely need to establish yourself to the point where you do not need anybody to survive for your financial needs. You understand? But brothers, like, comment, subscribe. Prestigious Pedigree. Shaji, I'll catch up with you in due time. Peace.